Hi, this is David Miles Huber
And Emiliano Caballero.
here at my studio here in Seattle, and we're doing a few right now of videos, life skill videos, and these are part of my life skill talks and stuff. And I'm going to talk for a little bit, and then maybe Emiliano can come in with some of his thoughts and stuff. So I'm going to start off with this, and it's an interesting concept for any of you guys or gals who, and this can occur at any time in your career. And that is that something goes wrong, something happens. Or you're just getting started. It works for all of these things. And that is, for example, you're wanting to get a job and you're like, you do all of your, okay, I'm going to move to such and such a town, or I'm going to make such and such a job in my town and I'm just getting started. And how do I start? You do all your research, you start, and then you start the process of finding a job. And for me, I'll just tell you my story really quickly. Is the fact that when I was young, I wanted to be a recording engineer so bad. I wanted to be a recording engineer so bad, and I worked for a very long time as a very young person to be a recording engineer, and I got to be a recording engineer, and I found out that I hated it. All of a sudden, I was a recording engineer, and here I was in a job that I'd spent my entire young life building up to be able to do, and I was unhappy. And what I did not realize is that I don't like to be behind a console working on other people's music. I ended up being a producer and a musician myself. The book came along, and that's nice. Diversification is always a good thing. And so all of a sudden it took me like 10 years to realize, hey, I can be a musician, whatever that means to me. I made my own definition. And so I guess what I'm saying here is let's take a room, and this room has 8 doors, and you're just starting out, or everything went wrong and you're starting over. You're starting over. And at any point, and you have a room full of 8 doors, and you open one door, and this door has a long, 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 uh, what's it called? You're walking down the path out that door. What's it called?
Hallway?
Hallway. Thank you. There's a great big hallway. So you go out and there's a hallway, and you walk and you walk and you walk and you walk and you walk, and at the end of that hallway is a brick wall. And you're like, oh God, I just ran into a brick wall. And then you go into the next hallway, next door, you open the door, and there's a brick wall right behind the door. So you don't have to go down this long hallway, but there's a brick wall. I can't go down this door, right? And you're like, what's best for me? And then you open up another door, and there's another one that has 5 different hallways. And which hallway do I take? You go down one brick wall, another brick wall, another one which sort of lets you through, and then you spend some time there, and you go into another brick wall. I mean, this sounds horrible, and then you open up another door, and all of a sudden this door opens up into the Wizard of Oz with the sunlight and all the munchkins there, and everything's all right, and they're saying welcome home. Right? And I guess and the moral of this story is it is okay to go through a room and to find that brick wall and to find that this does not work for me. And so when you it's okay, as they say, it's okay to fail. And it's okay to find the thing that works for you. Thoughts on this?
I
Not easy.
no, I even would go further to say that in that situation you have 2 main thoughts that you can go to. Like, one is intuition. I think trusting your intuition will make the process of finding out if the hallway has a wall shorter in time.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to have intuition, I think you have to have experience and time.
Mm-hmm.
And look at experience and time as a lesson and an opportunity. Like, yes, you will
Inevitably, not easy.
fail. Do seek to fail. Seek to encounter uncomfortable situations that teach you something. So that comes into this perspective. You can. I was talking with Sergey yesterday about it,
Yeah.
a student of ours, and I was telling him, yes, there are challenges in your life, but it's up to you how your perspective categorizes them. Everything, even the most, let's say, intense tragedies, can teach you something. But it's up to you to really have the perspective to want it to see that through. So I think intuition and perspective will change. It's like putting sunglasses. It's like, okay, do I see life a bit darker, redder, blue, more blue?
Yeah.
It's up to you to choose what type of glasses you want to see your life experiences through. And I do believe much of it is a choice.
Yeah.
So then that.
So I guess, what we're saying is it's finding your, and interesting now at 70, basically 72 next month, that the choices that one made, and he was talking the other day, is like, do you have any real regrets of what you did when you were younger? And I really don't. I turned down some really high paying jobs when I was young. I turned down some really high paying jobs, which I know would have turned me into something different than what I am. It would have meant that the responsibility would be huge. I would have been really unhappy, and I knew it.
To connect this video with the bank works for you, you don't work for the bank. Probably you could have made those choices because you were in the position, or you put yourself in a position to be able to say no to things.
Yeah. There you go. So that was and I guess it's okay when something that you're working towards goes wrong, and that door shuts. That's okay. That is okay. You can always step back, come back, regroup, and find another way, and hopefully another way that would work better for you. I guess all we're saying is we hope for you the best life that you could possibly have, and to choose that best life that you can possibly have. And that's what we're saying. So just thank you for listening. We really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Thank you for watching.
As Emiliano would say, ciao.
Ciao.